someone has been online ordering again. Hello darlings, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for clicking on this video today. I want to just say a really quick apologies because I completely missed last week's video and I didn't really intend to do that, but it's just the way it worked out. Basically, you might remember I mentioned in a few videos back that I was going for a little procedure, and basically I've actually had it done now. So what I've had done is a procedure on my ears to correct their positioning. It's something that I chose to do, and it's something that I'm actually going to be doing a little YouTube video on altogether, which I think is going to be next week's video. But basically I did have bandages over my ears and I didn't realise they were going to be as long as they were, so I couldn't film with them on. So that is why I missed last week's video, so I'm really sorry about that. But I'm really happy to be back today because I have done some filming for next week's video about my procedure, but it's all been very casual. I've had no makeup on for the past week or so, you know, whilst I was recovering. So all the shots are very, very relaxed and casual, where I'm feeling good today. I've got my fake eyelashes on, my extensions are in, I've got a wee bit dressed up just because I thought, yes, we're back to filming and it's a wee bit more glamorous. So that was just a wee quick recap, but I'm going to move straight into what today's video is all about, which is basically a kind of overview of a few wee bits and bobs that I've added into my wardrobe the past, I guess, few weeks. And the reason I was picking up some bits and bobs is because I've actually got some really exciting plans happening kind of next month or so. You know, we're now out of lockdown, so there's a lot of plans happening from things that were cancelled last year, and now we're reorganising. So Jack's 30th birthday for one, because that was just it was a disaster. He actually ended up having coronavirus and we found out the day before we were supposed to go to London, so it was all high drama. So today's video is basically going to be kind of like putting some outfits together for some events, but also just showing you an overview of what I've purchased. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Leslie. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I'm just going to go right into it and I'll start off with the first item. So the first piece I want to show you is from it's my definite favourite brand for dresses, and it's definitely within my top 5 brands. So it is House of CB. So I'm sure if you're watching this video you will have heard of House of CB because they are just so incredible at what they do, and I think one of their real strong points is their dresses are obviously so well made, they're such high quality, but they also really get the shape right, and that's one thing that I struggle with a lot of brands, is it might fit on the hips but not on the waist, whereas I really feel like a lot of the House CB dresses cater for a kind of, you know, a slight hourglass figure, even, you know, a gentle hourglass figure, because they know women do have a waist and sometimes the waist can be quite different from the hips, and that's one thing I think they do so well. So they have the most amazing collection, and I'm sure if you like the style that I kind of put together you will align with it too, because it's all, I would say it's very Prinesscore, Cottagecore kind of vibes. So the collection was called, I'm going to say it in French, I think it's Le Jardin. But I think it was released first last year, and I was literally obsessed with like every single dress, top, whatever in the collection, but for some reason I just didn't buy any of it. I think because I was like, oh, I'll wait, I'll keep waiting, because I do find them, obviously they're slightly higher end, and sometimes it feels so much more when you put that one amount to one item, like, you know, like £130 for a dress. But anyway, it's now impossible to get like any of them. So there's a dress called the Aria dress that I've been searching Depop like probably on a weekly basis for. Also the Alicia dress. They are both absolutely stunning, and I know they've brought the Alicia back in a slightly different colour, but I really want the lemon one. Anyway, when they brought out the new collection for this year, I just decided to order straight away. So I've actually ordered 2 dresses. There's been a delay with one of them, so I don't have it yet. But it's actually the exact same, it's just a different colour. So I will show you this one today and you can let me know what you think. So I'm just going to pull the dress out here. So again, when you purchase a dress that is of the higher quality, it's just lovely. You get such nice packaging with it as well. So this is the dress here, and I believe this is the tallulah. And it's in the kind of rose pink kind of pattern. So I will hold it up close there so you can see. It is very princess vibes. We've got the puff sleeves. It is a corseted waist, so it's all boned in there. and it's quite a long skirt, I would say. You're really like midi length, I would say, maybe even longer. But so yeah, I also ordered the exact same dress in the blue color. However, they just emailed me to say unfortunately they had an error and it will actually be like another few weeks, I think. But I just thought, let's see what we think of this one. I'll pop it on, see what we think. This dress is just a dream. This is what I mean, they just do their dresses so well. I mean, look how perfectly this fits. Like, I just feel like it completely like hones to your body. It's like really cinching in at the waist, and then I think the puff sleeves are just so princessy. Oh, I think it is absolutely beautiful. And I do think when you think about the cost, it is expensive. This was £129. However, it's one of those dresses that I just think you would have so much wear out of. Like, I think it'd be so cute for like a wedding or like a christening maybe, or even like a very fancy garden party. I mean, not that I ever get invited to those, but I just absolutely love it. And I do think perfect for if you want to do like Prinesscore, Cottagecore, Instagram kind of vibes. I do love it. The only thing I'm disappointed I don't have the blue one to compare, because the blue one is actually the same pattern as the Aria dress that I wanted, but it's this exact same style. So that is the only thing. I would have loved to compare them side by side. I do, you know, I love my pink, but I don't know whether this is just so much pink it would be nice to maybe go for the blue, but oh dear, I mean, now that I've got it on, I just feel like you live here now. So just to discuss the sizing, I went for the size small, and I would say this fits me really well all over. The only thing I would say is I'm finding it a wee bit tight here, and I actually do remember having this issue with one other House of CB dress. I think it was the Lauren. So I tell a lie, I did actually order a dress from the last Jardin collection. However, the size wasn't right, so I had to send it back. But I remember thinking the arms were so tight. And I will say, I am a wee bit self-conscious of my arms. They're not the most slender, but still, I just feel like they could have made it a tiny bit looser, because other than that, I feel like the size really is the right size. But yeah. So this is the tallulah dress from House of CB. I adore it. I think it's just perfect. So I'm going to move on to another House of CB dress, which actually I was so lucky to get because I actually purchased it on Depop, and I just think it was a really good price. So this is the dress here, and this is also from Le Jardin. That's probably going to get really annoying. I will try not to say it again. And I think this was, yeah, this is last year's. I think this might have sold out, but I will link it if I can find it. However, I did see a couple on Depop, so make sure you have a wee look. I managed to pick this one up for £40, and it's new with the tag, so I don't even think it was worn. And it fits perfectly, because this was my worry. You know, as much as I do love the fit of House of CB, sometimes, like with the Lauren dress, it just didn't fit me right. So I was a wee bit worried, because this one is strapless. You don't really have much you could do with it, you know, if it didn't fit. However, I'm so pleased because it really does fit so well. So I think this one is called the Serafina. It's along those lines. And it's basically like a sort of strapless kind of pencil dress, in that it's fairly fitted going all the way down, and then you have this gorgeous ruching, which makes it so like, just, I don't know, kind of fancy and like, oh, here I am. So I'm going to pop this one on. I'll show you this one as well. Here we are, and oh, I just have to say, I think this dress is absolutely amazing. I really love the way it fits. I think the strapless kind of neckline is so elegant. I love that it's, again, kind of, it is boned, yeah, I can feel the wee bones there. It's corseted essentially. It is just the most glam dress. I really love it, and I'm just so happy because it really, I say it fits perfectly. And I think that's the one risk with Depop, is obviously you can't send it back, so then you've got the decision, either try and fix it or alter it, or then just sell it on. But I mean, for £40, what an absolute bargain. So this one I'm 100% wearing next month. I cannot wait to wear it. Oh, I'm just so excited. So this is also a size small, just for reference. The only, if I was to say anything, it's not even loose. I would say it's the right fit around here. And if you were worried about that type of thing, you can always pop on like a strapless bra just to pad it out a tiny bit, or even just pop a little bit of tape just to hold it up. But I honestly think I would be fine. I don't really see there being an issue there. But yeah, I absolutely love this, and I'm so happy I bought it, to be honest, because I was thinking this is a risk, but yay! So I'm going to also show you a pair of shoes that I've actually purchased to go with this dress to kind of complete the look, because I just wasn't sure what shoes I would wear, but I will show you them. These are the ones I think I'm definitely going to go for. So what I've got is just a little pair of kind of like white stiletto sandals from Boohoo. Boohoo's not somewhere I actually shop really at all, but when I was googling for like a white sandal, the places that I originally looked, they just didn't have the size, or the style wasn't quite right. So when I saw these, I thought, do you know what, I'm going to give them a go, because they're really just kind of the shoe that I was looking for. Kind of like a white barely there. But I quite like the fact there's like a wee crisscross at the toe, which I thought was quite cute. And it's a nice heel height, because yeah, I sometimes worry that it'll be too low, and I know that's maybe like they're probably the wrong way around. You should worry that they're too high, but sometimes, like, do you know what I mean, this style of shoe, I feel like it has to be like this height kind of minimum, and I don't even think that's too high. I feel like that's just right. So I think it's maybe about 4 inches, which is what I would probably go for. So that's a little sandal, and I just think that will look so cute with this dress, like carrying on the kind of summery vibes. I mean, I really hope the weather is going to change a wee bit so I can actually wear this, but I'll just wear it anyway, to be honest. So yeah, this is the wee look together. Hopefully I'll include a close-up shot of the shoes on. I'm not the best at doing that kind of thing, but hopefully I'll manage it just so you can see. Yeah, and I think these were about maybe like £19. So yeah, I just thought they were a good wee buy. So moving on to the next dress, which is, I guess, along the similar kind of cottagecore vibes, is actually this little one from Misguided. So it's actually like a very similar style, so like puff sleeves, slightly nipped in at the waist, and like the long length. I will say this one obviously has nowhere near the same quality and is infrastructure the right word? Well, with both these dresses, but particularly the tallulah, you can really feel the layers, there's linings, whereas this is obviously just the one layer. However, when I tried it on, I was like, do you know what? The fit of that is actually quite nice. I think it had a similar effect of like nipping you in at the waist and then just flowing gently down. And I think it was £23 with that was a wee discount code I had on that. And I just thought, do you know what? It's not a bad wee buy. Again, it's not a shop that I really go to much at all, really, but I think it came up on an advert or something like that, and then I just thought, oh, I'll give it a wee go. And I'm quite glad I kept it, to be honest, because I feel like, I don't know, it's just a good option. Although maybe this is why, maybe I should keep the pink House of CB and keep this blue one. I don't know, I'll think about that, but let's see what this one looks like on. I can see now that I've got the Misguided dress on, it doesn't look as good as the House of CB one, just in terms of the overall fit and the style. There's definitely differences, but I mean, the price is, you know, dramatically different. One thing I've actually noticed, there is very light boning here. It's only like, I think it's there and there. Is there any? Yeah, it's only 2 wee bits there, but actually it is giving you a wee bit of that corset effect. So what do you think of this one? Because I have decided I'm going to keep it anyway, but I don't think it's as flattering. I think it's slightly venturing into a wee bit granny, if that's the right word. I don't know, it's a wee bit too almost, I don't know. But actually, I do really like it, and I think for £23 it is a bargain, to be honest. So you've got, I'm just going to come in a wee bit closer, you've got like a kind of similar detailing on the bust here. You've got the little puff sleeves, which I think are really, really cute. And yeah, it is very similar overall. The sizing, let me just double check what size I bought in this one. So it's a size 8, and I think the size works really, really well. And yeah, I just think, do you know what, I kind of want to do a few more of this kind of Prinesscore Instagram kind of pics, because now that we can travel in Scotland, I'd really love to go to some of the castles, and I feel like this could be quite good for taking those sorts of pics. So this is kind of one reason I want to keep it. And also I have a couple of like hopefully small family gatherings that are going to be happening throughout the summer, and I just feel like this is perfect for a family gathering. Like my sister and I always discuss, like, when you're with like obviously like our dad or family members, you just don't want anything that's too low, you don't want anything that's too short, nothing that's too tight, and I feel like this ticks all those boxes. It's long enough, it's like it's like shin length, like mid shin, it's not too low. I just think it's one of those dresses that you'd feel really comfortable in. It's also quite floaty down the bottom, So I'm quite impressed with this one. So let me just think what I have next. Oh, I actually have another wee dress I haven't even tried on. Yeah, I have been ordering a few wee dresses just because I'm looking for some summery bits. It's one from New Look. It's again a wee puff sleeve one, but I haven't tried it on, so we'll need to see what we think. I'll just go and grab it and we'll pop it on. So I've actually just gone and looked at this in the mirror whilst I'm opening this New Look parcel. And I take it back about it being granny. That was harsh. And I also feel bad that I said granny because I know some really glam grannies. I always get nervous, I'll say the wrong thing. Do you know, I felt a wee bit like a lampshade when I first put it on. But actually, having looked in the mirror, I think, do you know what? No, I think it's really cute. So I take it back. I'm sorry. So moving on, here's this little New Look dress. So I can see I went for a size 10 in this. I will say, and New Looks again, not somewhere I shop that much, but every now and again order a wee piece here and there. I think the 10, I don't know, I generally find their sizing to be quite generous, so we'll see what we think. I just pop the label in there. So yeah, this is also quite cottagecore, isn't it? I feel like this whole video is cottagecore. So it's a little floral print dress. You've got like the shirred top bit, puff sleeves, but this is a little mini dress. So actually I feel like this looks pretty small for a 10, so we'll see what we think. Yeah. Okay, I need your thoughts on this one because I'm not sure, to be honest. When I first put it on, I was like, oh no, no. And then I was like, okay. I feel like I'll talk myself round. I don't know, there's something that I don't think, ooh, I don't know. I don't know whether I feel like a wee bit too like youthful in it, like I don't know. Do you know, I love the neckline, I love a square neckline, I feel like it is so flattering. We know I love a puff sleeve. Again, I love having this part of my arm covered. I think the puff sleeve is such a good way of doing it because you don't feel like you've got like a big huge like heavy sleeve on, but you've actually covered a bit that I personally find I just don't love having my arms completely out. But yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of, ooh, I don't know. I think, so the price wise, I think this was about £20 or so. So again, really, really reasonable. I would say the material actually feels quite nice. It is quite thin, but it's a nicer material than the Misguided dress, I would say. I don't know. I'll have a wee think, but give me your thoughts on this one. And actually the size 10 fits perfectly, so ignore me what I was saying. The size 8 would have been too small. Yeah, let me know what you think. So I'm now kind of coming towards the end of the video where I've got a couple of other dresses. I have bought a lot of dresses. Yeah, it's because I actually do have quite a few events coming up. So the next couple of dresses are actually from Asos. I'm going to show you one, although I have decided already I'm not going to keep it just because I really don't need it and I only ordered it because it was a really good price. So, and the other dress, this one here, is one I actually saw. I don't know if you follow Molly Jo on Instagram. She has such a gorgeous Instagram and I actually saw this in one of her reels and I just was like, oh Molly, what are you doing to me? I just feel like I need this dress. So I ended up ordering it. And I love it. I was a wee bit nervous because it's quite fitted, but it is absolutely stunning. I feel like everything in this video has been such a similar theme, like florals, but this is truly gorgeous. So this came in at £45, which is a wee bit dearer than, you know, the other two, but we're kind of midway between the House of CB, aren't we? So I feel like that's actually quite a good range I've had in this video. But I will show you this one on because honestly, I'm obsessed. Here we are. So this is the little Asos dress that I saw on Molly Jo's reel. I just think it is really beautiful. Like, so it's got kind of the broderie anglais kind of sleeves. It's like a really delicate little puff sleeve. It's quite nice and fitted down here, like kind of sweetheart neckline, and then quite fitted around the waist. I'll go back as far as I can. Around the waist here and then kind of down through the hips, and then you've got a little frill at the bottom. I was really nervous to see how this dress would fit, but this is the size 8 and I would say it fits perfectly. It is just gorgeous. I'm obsessed. Like, I really, really love this dress. So I feel like this is one I definitely want to wear. My auntie is actually having like a 50th wedding anniversary afternoon tea down in England in July, so I'm thinking I'll maybe wear it then. I just love it. I think it's so elegant, it's so feminine, it's really romantic and poetic. Gorgeous. Yay! So I'm going to move on to the final dress, And yeah, that'll kind of be the end of the video today. So this is the final dress that I ordered. Again, it's from Asos, although it's a brand called Forever New. The reason I ordered it, well, there's two reasons. One reason it was in the sale, and I think it was about £26, which for a dress of this quality was just an amazing price. But the reason I decided to order it is because one of my favourite ever dresses is this one here. So I think I actually just did a couple of Instagrams in this dress. I wore it in Venice last year. I actually wore it when I reached 1,000 followers on Instagram. Oh my gosh, this dress, like this dress and I are soulmates. It's so beautiful. The quality is unreal. It's so thick, and it actually is still available on Fenwick's website, so I'm going to link it. It's just, I can't remember how much I paid for it, but it was a really good price when I ordered it as well. It was on Asos for a period, but I think it has sold out there now. So I thought I'm going to give this brand another go and see what we think. And I actually do love this dress, but I have decided to return it simply because I'm keeping a lot of what's in this video, and I don't need it. I just thought I'll order it because the quality, it's truly beautiful. Like, I'll show you the material. Oh, it is gorgeous. It's so thick, it's all lined so nicely. I'll show it to you on, but well, we'll see, but I think I'm sending it back. Here we are of the final dress of the video, and now that I've tried it on, I think I remembered why I wasn't so sure. And you know I love a puff sleeve, but these are ginormous. Like, really, to me this is, I think it's too much. I personally feel a bit silly, like a big what are those, like, American rugby players? Also, it doesn't actually fit that well. I feel like for me, I would prefer it to be a tiny bit more fitted on the waist. So I would consider getting it tailored, but I don't know. Oh, my buzzer is so aggressive. Sorry about that. I am so sorry about that. I don't know if you could hear the buzzer, but someone has been online ordering again. I don't know who. Anyway, moving on. So the thing is, do you know what? It is, I don't know if it'll come across on camera, but it is actually too big. Like, it's too loose here, and that's all. Like, it is fully zipped up at the back. It's just, there's too much material, so I would definitely have to get it altered, and that could be like another £20–25 or something. So I don't really feel like it's worth it. But then, see, when I imagined it all altered, I'm like, okay, but it is quite chic, and you would feel very glam with these big shoulders. I don't know, you can tell me, am I wrong? Are the shoulders too big? I feel like at that angle, they just look massive, but I don't know. I actually do really like it as a dress overall. It's just a shame because it's not fitting that well, and I do vaguely remember, I think the size 8 had already sold out. So yeah, that is kind of the final dress of today's video. I don't think I've got anything else to show you. Yeah, so I'm just going to wrap it up for today. I really hope you've enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought. Let me know between the House of CV dresses. Should I keep this one? Should I return it? I don't know. But yeah, I will be back next week. I think it's going to be my video all about my procedure that I've had done. So that's obviously super different from anything that I've ever done before. Obviously, it's not everyone's cup of tea. So, you know, that's absolutely fine if you don't fancy watching that one. But I've also got a couple of exciting videos coming up. I think I'm going to have maybe a couple of vlogs that I'll be doing, so that's going to be so fun to do, and like lots of outfits, getting all glammed up. So yeah, I really hope that you'll stay tuned for the videos that I've got coming up soon. But thank you again for watching today. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Give it a wee thumbs up if you fancied, and I will see you next week at 7 o'clock. Lots of love. Bye!